Hey everybody, hope you guys doing alright. So, I'm in a much better mood. I just got back from, I did about 6 hours of day labor. As you can see, my hands still got stain on it because all I did was put stain on a deck today. And then tomorrow I got more work, and then hopefully the dude said he might even have some more work for me, even possibly up to 2 weeks worth of work in the near future, demolition type shit. So, I'm very grateful, man. I can't tell you how, like, I don't, it's just strange. Like, I think part of the reason why I was feeling like you need to be, like, as a man, like, not bringing in money, not having income, not being able to, like, take care of your own shit and other people, and like, as far as like having a woman or friends or just being able to do shit like that, that's huge, man. Like, I didn't realize how much of an effect, and maybe like, a part of me doesn't like that it has that much of an effect, but I mean, it is part of being a man, like working and shit. Like, I love working, I really do, and it's like I don't like this like time that I've decided to direct towards the project. It's needed to happen. Like, I'm very grateful for that, and it's going very well. But at the same time, like, just to get like doing, especially doing something that I like being outside, doing painting and shit. Like, I like to paint, man. I like to use my hands. And especially if I'm outside, being inside a house isn't my favorite because you got to worry about like splashing everywhere and just like. But being outside is wonderful. It was a beautiful fucking day. I got to go into Washington too, so another state. I mean, that's the thing about Portland. Like, we're literally right. The river separates Oregon and Washington, and Portland's like right on the edge of the border over to Washington. So I had to drive over to Washington, which is fine because it was like a 20-minute drive. And not really any traffic because everybody comes into Portland from Vancouver, Washington, because Vancouver is a much smaller city, and Portland's a fair. I mean, it's the major city here in Oregon. I think it has over 1 million people collectively out of all the different counties and suburbs. So a lot of people commute to Portland for work, and then they leave Portland to go because they live elsewhere outside of Portland because it's so fucking expensive inside of Portland to live right now. So anyways, it was nice to get out of the city and do some work, and the people I ended up working with were fucking like just super awesome, man. Like, one dude was I think he's Russian. His name is Anthony, and another dude was a Latino whose name is Ty. And both of them were just really like super fucking. I mean, Anthony likes to joke around a little bit and shit, and it's just interesting how like like the universe, God, source, whatever you want to call it, like certain people come around you for certain reasons. And it's like, for me, like being around Anthony, like he kind of like, if y'all seen Ghost Adventures, he kind of looks like Zach Bagans. Like, he's maybe a little bit shorter, but he's taller dude, and he's fucking thick, and he kind of just has that face, that complexion, even kind of like a sense of humor. Although he's a little bit more of a jokester maybe than Zach is. But anyways, I mean, I don't know Zach, just from what I've seen from the shows. So anyways, I got to work with them, and I think I'm older than them too, so it's kind of strange. But anyways, it's all good, man. He's doing very well for himself. He's got his own company, and I mean, I'm assuming it's his own company. I don't know. He has like this job. It's a pretty big job at a very nice house. So and he talked about having a bunch of other work. But anyways, just being able to make making $20 an hour just painting is fucking. I mean, that's tits for me, man. I'm extremely glad to have that opportunity, and then to know that I have work tomorrow, and then possibly more work in the near future is I can't tell you how good it is. And a lot of it has to do with just being around other people and like getting good shit done. Like, it makes me realize how like lonely I've been, and how hard it is to be on your own at times, man. Like, it's not fucking easy, dude. Like, especially when you're around a bunch of other people and you still feel alone. Like, that's even weirder, because it's like, whoa, I'm around everybody, but I'm still so fucking isolated and lonely. Especially when you don't have any money, and it's like, yeah, but at the same time, I have been working. And it's like, then my parents, they're like super proud of me for doing this day labor stuff, and it's like, well, I mean, that's cool, it's like, but this stuff is actually really easy for me. Like, guys don't know how. I mean, some of y'all might, but it's extremely difficult at times to like summon the mojo and the energy and the desire and the love to want to continue working on this project to save the world. There's a lot of resistance. There's a lot of spiritual resistance, and there's a lot of just like me being 37 and living in my parents' house. Like, there's a part of me that's like, dude, what are you fucking doing? Like, you need to get on your shit and fucking da-da-da. But another part of me is like, no, bro, like, this really needs to get done. This is what you really love to do. It's not about the money, it's what's right, you know. And we're in a fight right now, and it's like I'm not seeing anybody really presenting the information that is needed to help humanity achieve victory. So it's like, it's what I love to do. I like the strategy part of it and all this and that, and I like get like another thing too, like it's spirit, and years ago came to me and told me, like whispered the word buffer into my ear. And at the time I was like, buffer, what does that even mean? Like, I didn't exactly know what that mean. I mean, I think I kind of knew at the time buffer, like, because I used to work at a car wash as an auto glass fucking technician, or salesman slash technician, which is really just being able to like drill into a fucking windshield and put a little bit of epoxy in there and a little bit of plastic over it and let it dry and scrape it off, and you fix the chipped windshield. But I did a little bit of that, but I was mainly a paper writer for other salesmen who actually sold chips and windshields and shit like that, and I would go and write them up and call the insurance company, do all these types of things. Excuse me. So in doing so, though, I learned a lot about the car. I mean, a little bit. I mean, I was there at a car wash all the time, so I got to see what they were doing and like